Welcome, my Love Light Lifers. Natty T here, your vibrational coach, and I help artists, freelancers, and entrepreneurs create using the law of attraction. And today we are doing a fun little pick a card to find out what your next business success is going to be. And if you've never been to one of my pickup cards before, what we're going to do is, first of all, you'll pick a pile. Then we will go through the overall energy from the starseed deck. We will then get a 6-card spread, clarifiers, and then we'll do some paper charms. And at the end of it, I will give you a super attractor card that will have an affirmation on it for you so you can find your way easily to this business success. So let's talk about our piles. You should be able to see the piles on the screen right now. What I need you to do is to take a nice big breath, close your eyes, and when you open your eyes, the first pile that you're drawn to, the very first pile you're drawn to, that's the one I want you to pick. All right, so we're going to move on. If you need some more time, pause the video. Otherwise, we're going to move on to pile number 1. Hello, my pile number 1s. If you picked this little fella here, ready? I love doing this. It's my face now. Okay, if you picked this smiley little fellow right here, this is your pile. And we're going to start off with our overall energy, which is one of my favorite cards in this deck, a new earth. It says, it's happening, keep holding the vision. Okay, so your next business success will be what you have envisioned right now. So what you're envisioning right now is going to be your next vision. It's going to be your next business success. Success. Okay. You might be having some communication issues, this pile, because my tongue wants to get tied for some reason. Having a bit of trouble speaking it. All right, we'll find out. So let's have a look at our 6-card spread, first of all, so that we can see what's going on. So this is the card that represents you, and it is the 8 of Cups. So you're needing to leave something behind at the moment, okay, to move towards this vision. It's not where you are. It is somewhere you need to leave somewhere or something. So if you are in a job, for example, you may need to leave your job. I'm not telling you to leave your job. Please don't leave your job because of me. But what I'm saying is it might be something that you're considering is leaving your job, leaving a partner, leaving something behind. You have to leave something behind. It could even be a specific way of thinking or acting, something that you do. We're not sure what we're leaving behind yet, but we're going to find out. Our next card is our recent past, and it's telling us what we need to leave behind. You need to leave behind the conflict and the competition. There are 2 sides to this card that I'm feeling that you need to address. So you may have to address both of these things, or you may have to just address one. And this card, the 5 of Wands, is telling me that you need to address the conflict and the competition. So the competition in the sense that you need to stop looking at what other people are doing. Doesn't matter. You don't have competition. Don't worry about what the competition is doing. Just focus on what you're doing. The other is the conflict, which is the outside drama. Okay, you got to drop it. You got to let it go. So if there's no drama, it's an internal attitude that you're needing to switch. Otherwise, we're talking about both, or you could be just talking about having that internal conflict or the external conflict, either or both. But you got to leave that behind. You got to walk away from that. You got to walk away from the drama. You got to walk away from the bad attitudes about, thinking that there's competition out there. There's no competition. Forget what the competition is doing. You don't need to know. Just focus on what you're doing. Get the blinders on. Okay. So in the present position, you're doing everything by the book, and you may actually be you may be working for a large company or an institution. You might be a teacher, you might work in a school, you might work in a bank, you might work for the government in some way. Your company just might be big, like you might work for Google or something, a big company. Either that, or if you're working for yourself already, you've been doing everything by the book. Others, another major arcana, guys, the Judgment card. Okay, people are wanting you to revisit an idea. I'm not sure that you want to. I feel like people are wanting to come back, and they want you back in this energy here. They want you fighting. They want you in the fight. It's like how the Joker didn't know who he was without Batman. Okay, they don't know who they are without you. Okay, they want you to come back to whatever it is that you were doing before. Okay, our immediate future, Ten of Swords. Okay, if you haven't felt the pain of the swords yet, might be coming. But I feel it has to do with your success. You need to walk away from something, and you need to end something. It might be painful, and it may be painful because there is this conflict with other people. There might be a whole hoo-ha and a dramatic play going on at your workspace, or the current people you're working with. There might be some sort of drama or dramaticism that's happening that isn't really good for you. Like I said, competition might be underhanded. They might be making a big thing about it. You need to leave all that behind and put all of your energy into moving forward. Because our last card, our outcome is the Knight of Cups. And this is a brilliant, beautiful card that says that you have something that you are really, really passionate and loving about. You are emotionally attached to this new beginning, and you are wanting to offer it to the world. And this is you going out there and offering it to the world and putting it out there. And it's something that you're really, really proud of and you love. Okay? But you need to leave something behind. It might be very painful to leave it there. So let's clarify a little bit and find out a little bit more about what's going on here with your business success, what you're bringing out and putting in front of people. So the Eight of Cups. Okay. So here, the first thing that comes to mind is you're putting off this move. You're putting off moving on. You're putting it off. And it's because you want to take time to look at it from every perspective. And when you do, you are going to realize what it is that you need to do, what you need to walk away from, and which way you need to walk towards. But you're taking the time out to do that. You're not acting hastily, and there's a little bit of procrastination going on there, but nothing that you need to be wrapped over the knuckles for. Okay, so you can just sort of see that you're just looking at things. You need a lot of perspective. I don't think you actually need these perspectives to know which way to go. I think you need them to convince yourself that you know what you're doing. You know what you're doing, but you're not convinced you know what you're doing. You're following your intuition, you're following your heart, you're moving forward, you're taking a risk. And I feel like this hangman is telling us that you need to sort of look at things from every angle so that you know that you're making the right decision when you start walking on. Okay, so our Oh my God, the Sun card. Awesome. Okay, so this is just saying what I was saying to you before, which is there's no competition. The drama and the competition and whatever it is that's being fought over here, this little cesspool of drama that may be going on around you, it doesn't matter to you. It doesn't affect you. You don't have to worry about what the competition's doing. Wherever this little dramatic stage play is taking place, you don't need to be a part of it. You can remain absolutely and utterly untouched if you just shift your focus away from it. That's it. It's not important. It affects where you're going none. You will be successful. Okay, so the Hierophant. Okay, so we're clarifying the Hierophant with the Page of Cups. So the Page is really interesting because this is our Knight of Cups. So this is our success that we're moving towards with our business. You're putting some sort of business project or idea out there for the world. You're offering it up to the world. And this page is the beginning of it. And I feel like it's coming from a very traditional, very solid, grounded place, but it's just started off really small. Okay, this cup that the page offers is quite immature. It's a message. It could literally be a message. It could be communication between you and a bigger corporation, or somebody who's more well established, or something like that. Something that's going to help you move forward. And that's happening right now. So our judgment, like I said, I feel like people are trying to suck you back into that drama. And guess what? 8 of Cups, again, walk away. When they try to suck you back in, walk away. Okay, the Star. Okay, this is saying that it doesn't matter how painful this is, what's coming is so much more glorious and beautiful, and just keep your faith and your hope, because even though you may feel betrayed, stabbed in the back 10 million times by 10 different people, like, don't worry, what's coming next is beautiful. It's not as bad as it seems. It will be painful, but it's not going to leave long-term scars. You're going to kick that so easily, but the initial ending, those 10 swords plunging into your back, is going to be hard. It's going to hurt. All these people are going to realize, hey, what I thought isn't. And you're going to have to leave some people or some things or some places or something behind. And it's saying that they're going to want you to come back, but you need to walk away. Whatever it is that is causing this drama and this conflict, it's got nothing to do with you. You could be absolutely happy and beautiful and loving life. Maybe it hasn't been really affecting you that much in the recent past. Maybe it's just been going on around you and it hasn't really been touching you, and you're realizing that, hey, this is just a waste of my time. I should move on. And that's what you may be deciding to do, because we've got the 8 of Cups twice telling you move on. And I feel like if you're resonating with this particular part, you know what you're moving on from. Okay, it's quite obvious. It's conflict, it's competition, it's drama. Like, you know what you want to move on from. In fact, you've probably had this, you probably had this thought before you even opened up this video. Take a look at this. It's a wish fulfillment. The 9 of Cups. That's your wishes coming true. So your next business success is a long-held wish that you are going to take out and roll it out to the public. Okay, we don't know what happens after that, but your next business success is going to be rolling something out to the public that you've long desired to do. You've desired to do this for a long time. Now, this could be a product, it could be a service, it could be your personal brand, it could be a business in general just starting up, but whatever it is, you take it public. You take it public, you offer it up with all of your heart and soul, and people love it. People love it, and it's a wish come true. Let's have a look at our paper charms. Okay. Ooh. Seems like I feel like these two cards here are connected. Immediately I got an energetic connection between these two cards. So this airplane card is your journey taking off, your career taking off, your business taking off. So this is the beginning of all of your wishes and desires coming true. You'll have a little bit of baggage there. Drop the baggage, okay? The baggage is all of this. It's going to cause a few scars. I mean, you had 10 swords in your back, didn't you? So it will cause a little bit of baggage, but don't take it everywhere you go, because this little fella here, that's the world on a map. The world is yours. The world is yours. Okay, we've come to our affirmation card. So this is one of the Super Attractor cards from the Super Attractor deck. And this is the one that came out for pile 1. So if you want to affirm this right now, get a jump on things, this is the affirmation that you'll be wanting to use to get to this outcome energy here and to get to your business success. I haven't read it yet, but what it is open up the comments, type it into the comments. You may also want to write it down somewhere so that you can use this over and over again. I can decide today to recalibrate my energy and commit to love and joy. And I do believe that with this many cups cards, we've got the star, we got cups, we got cups, we've got the sun, we've got more cups, okay? So this is there's people out there and they're causing drama, and they might be all dramatic and all that sort of stuff, but it doesn't have to affect you, and you can indeed love them. You can sit in the vibration of love and joy and not have to be brought down by it all. Let it go, put the blinders on, go towards your vision, because it's happening. It's happening. Keep holding the vision. It's happening. Okay? And a new earth also says to me, a whole new life. Okay? This kicks off something big for you, and your business is about to take off, and it will be your wish fulfillment, whatever it is that you're presenting to the world right there. So I hope that you have enjoyed this reading, pile 1, and I hope it resonated. If it didn't, I don't know why you're still here, but that's okay. If you love me that much, I am very appreciative for you sticking around. But if it did resonate, pop a comment down below telling me what pile you picked and that it resonated. And if you want to put in what resonated, feel free to do that as well. But even just letting me know that it resonated with you, that's really, really helpful. Pile number 2, if you picked this little fellow right here, lovey-dovey face. There I am. Hello, lovey-dovey face. If you pick this little fellow right here, then this is your pile. Okay, so we're going to get an overall energy for this reading for your business success, pile 2. Child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. This is really straightforward, guys. Your next business success is coming to you when and because of your connection to your soul, to your inner guidance. You are moving towards what you want based on how you feel, not what you see around you. Now, I don't know whether at this point, whether you're about to do that or whether you have been doing that, but we're going to find out right now with our 6-card spread. Our first card, which is our Querent card, which represents you. This is you, my darlings, taking that leap of faith. You're taking a risk. Okay, the universe is guiding you, and you're doing it. You're doing it. You've already decided. Before you even got here, you decided whether you're doing it. You may have wanted some confirmation. You may have wanted somebody to tell you you're doing the right thing, but the truth is, you knew before you even came here. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm taking a risk. I'm just going to walk straight off that cliff. Why? Because this birdie up here, he's got my back. And if it's a long way down and there's jagged rocks, he will come and save my butt. But the truth is, I could be landing on a big old soft marshmallow for all I know. But I'm just going to do it anyway. So you've already decided what you're doing. So this is the recent past. No wonder you've already decided. Okay, this is the Hermit energy. And this is telling me that you've thought about it, not just from a rational, logical way, the pros and cons about it. You've gone away, you've taken some time to yourself, and you really felt what's inside. You have been consulting with the universe, with your higher self, with your inner self. You have been consulting with self about this. You haven't been weighing the pros and the cons and is it possible or should I do it or is it right or is it wrong? You've literally been consulting the universe. Okay? See this little light here? It's showing him where to walk. And with the Hermit, it's very much an energy of the universe doesn't give you the full map. It's like a GPS. You get turn by turn basis, which is what this little light represents to me that the Hermit holds. It means that he holds the lamp. It's pitch black, but that lamp shows him 1 to 2 steps in front of him, and that's it. But what he does know is he has enough faith in the universe that if he just takes those steps, that he can see where he's going, that the universe is guiding him to where he needs to be. And one day he'll look up and the sun will rise and he'll be where he wants to be. Okay? Sounds crazy, but that's exactly the analogy of what's sort of happening for the Hermit. For me, when I see the Hermit, it's very much having faith. It's knowing, it's taking the time to trust yourself and your connection with something higher than yourself and to walk by the candlelight. In the present, really, you're still a little bit worried. You're in your head about it a little bit, okay? So you made the decision. Okay, but you're still a little bit worried about it. Okay, your logical mind is playing with it, but you don't care. You don't care that your logical mind is going, you could lose everything. Maybe it's not that dire, but it doesn't matter how much your logical mind is kicking up a stink, and it seems to be kicking up quite a stink. You know in your heart and your soul this is the right step for you. You've already decided it. You went inside and inside said, I know that it doesn't make any sense, but this, you could feel how much this was for you. Okay, and others. Okay, so this Queen of Wands, I actually think this is you. Despite the fact that this is in the other's position, I think this is how people are seeing you. They're seeing you being very confident, gorgeous. Like this is diva energy. This is not only am I doing great things, I'm doing them with style. You look good while you're doing them. You've got a very beautiful facade going on there. People have no idea that this and this and this is all going on underneath. And the thing that I really want to stress is that people are unaware of your divine connection, because what they're seeing here, this queen is a very action-oriented queen, but she grounds magical energies. Okay, she's a bit magic. In the Rider-Waite Tarot, this is not a lion, it's a black cat, and she is quite mystical. However, she is a wands card, which is an action card, and they're doers. She's the kind of person, doesn't matter whether you're male or female, when you're taking on her energy, she is the kind of person that goes, that's what I want, bring it to me. Okay? Whereas even though it's an action-oriented thing, she will manifest it, but she doesn't do it by sitting on a butt and doing nothing. Okay? The king is more sort of action-oriented in the sense of get up, I want that, and goes and gets it. But she's more bring it to me. That's why she messes with the occult. Okay, she does things, but she doesn't rely on action. She's very much mysterious and magical and all that sort of stuff. But the thing is, she's also just really attractive. So whatever you're doing, you look really good doing it. People have no idea what's going on underneath the surface. You look really good doing it. Okay, so this is in the immediate future. So this is communication coming really, really fast. I feel like it's coming from you. You're communicating with someone, a couple of people maybe, about this. Now, the Ten of Cups is emotional fulfillment. So what you're doing here is not because it's going to make you lots and lots of money. It might. We'll see how we go with the clarifiers, but the reason is because it fulfills you emotionally. It's when people talk about follow your bliss, follow your passion, this is what they're talking about. This is how you know that despite all of this, you still want to do this. Because when you do this, you feel this. Okay, when you go within, you can feel this absolute emotional fulfillment. What your next business success is going to be, first of all, emotionally fulfilling. So it could be something that is about helping others or collaborating with others, but there is swift communication. Okay, it involves a swift communication. We'll get a little bit more information when we clarify. So let's have a look at our clarifying cards. So clarifying the Fool is the Ace of Swords. Beautiful, because this is just saying, this is telling me again, this is just reiterating how sure you are. This is a truth. This is a cutting edge. This is a revelation. This is absolute knowledge. You are very, very, very sure. It doesn't matter how much of a stink that your logical mind wants to kick up. You know that you need to follow your heart to this. Okay? The Hermit energy. Again, very emotional journey this is for you. This is very much your own business. This is very much your own brand. This is very much your own dreams and desires, because here we have the Two of Cups, okay? And this is like romantic love, and this is soulmate energy, but I feel like this is you and you. This is the physical you and the spiritual you coming together in the hermit mode. Okay? This is you and you. We have more soulmate energy. You may not be taking this business journey alone. You may be teaming up with somebody that you love very dearly. Maybe somebody from your past. Ooh, see, no, what we got, no, we got here. No, we got here. This is why this energy here, it's coming from the past. You're only going around and around and around in your head because things haven't always worked out for you. We've all been there when nobody's perfect and you're afraid that it may not work out again. But something's different this time. There's that energy of being in sync with oneself. Okay. Next we have, the Queen of Wands. Being left out in the cold. This is very interesting because what it tells me is that you're afraid that that this new you is going to be left out in the cold, or maybe hated for how darn good you look doing so many amazing things. It also, you may be afraid that you're not going to be accepted in certain circles. Our Knight of Swords has 8 swords, which is, remember this guy from the past? This is the immediate future. It tells me you're still worried, despite the fact that you're rolling something out, you're communicating about something, you're still a little bit worried about it. But I'm going to tell you something. Whatever connection we're talking about here, whether it's a romantic connection, whether it's a soul family connection, whether it's a connection with yourself and your own soul, it doesn't matter what connection we're talking about here. That connection, look, remember when I said to you that we started with the Hermit and it was about connecting with self, okay? And there we got the 2 cups, which is reciprocal love. This is you and you. This is physical you and spiritual you, connecting, being on the same page, fulfillment. It doesn't specifically tell me what it is that your business does, but it's all about the success comes about because of your connection to higher self. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. It's kind of saying, doesn't matter where you go or what you do, just connect with self, and wherever it takes you will be absolutely fulfilling. So let's move on to our paper charms. Okay. You are very much in your head about this. You're so sure about this when you listen to your heart. You know you want to do this, yet somehow you're still in your head about what's going to happen, which way to go. Very much still in your head about this. Again, yeah, it's just this choice that you're trying to make. You feel like it's a little bit fragile, that the abundance is fragile, like it may or may not work. However, this pull that you're having towards it, when you go inside and you truly look inside, you know this is what you want to do. And it may be that this isn't, I feel like this isn't a move that you're making out of the idea of success, business success. You're making it from a place of wanting to make a difference perhaps in the world, not make a lot of money. And therefore it's a bit of a conflicting energy there, because business is supposed to be about money, right? You're supposed to make lots of money. Whereas I feel like you're prioritizing making a difference in the world, being integral, doing something that you love, absolutely, and enjoying. Like this, these two people, they're holding hands. These two people, they're holding hands. There could be a romantic relationship involved in your business. Maybe you're wanting to have a business with, take on a business partner who is also your romantic partner, and build that kind of a business together. And people are like, that never really works out. And you're like, but no, this is what I want. And it may be that you actually are able to achieve it, but it also could just be that you are connecting with your higher self and feeling very much in alignment with what you are doing. And that to you is the real success, is that feeling of emotional satisfaction that you're getting out of what you're doing, not prioritizing the money and the accolades and the fame as success, but that actual satisfaction of loving what you're doing and loving the people that you are doing it with. Okay, so let's have a look. We have our Super Attractor card, which is the affirmation that you're going to use to get to this 10 of Cups lovers outcome that we're talking about, this emotionally fulfilling business success that you are heading straight towards. And this will help you to manifest it. So if you would like to affirm it right now, you go down into the comments, open up the comments, and you're going to type it in there. You can also write it down so you can use it later on. So here's what it is. I haven't read it yet. So this is your affirmation. When I introduce joy into a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's happening around me. Okay, that's beautiful. I'm going to say it one more time and then I'm going to tell you why it's so beautiful. When I introduce joy into a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's happening around me. This is really beautiful and really important because that's what you're aiming for. That's what you want to do. Whether you know that this is how to manifest or not, whether you've picked up on the fact that it will change the outside circumstances, you're going for what feels good emotionally in business. And the reason why that's so important in this reading. Okay, so when we're talking about these 8 of Swords, it's really important for you to understand that when you are heading for this, your business success is assured. Following that bliss, following that emotional journey will get you the business success that you want. And not only will it be success, it will feel amazing. Okay, guys, I'm going to move on to pile number 3. I hope you've really enjoyed it. If it resonated for you, tell me what pile you picked in the comments, and that it resonated. You can tell me what resonated if you want. But for now, let's move on to pile number 3. Pile number 3, if you picked this little guy, laughy face man, if you picked him, this is your reading. Okay, pile number 3, let's start with our overall energy, which is the void, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. Okay, so this is telling me that right now, you need to stop, you need to slow down and embrace this inactivity, which may seem a little bit contradictory considering we're like, well, I want to know what my next business success is, but we're going to find out more about this energy. But right now it is telling us, hey, you don't need to do anything right now. Okay, let's find out why. Let's find out what's going on with our first 6 cards. So our querent card, so this is you. Yeah, this makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Considering what we just did. This is hangman energy, and this is telling us that where you are at this point in time is you are waiting. You are in stagnant energy. And I feel like you're not here on purpose. You've just ended up in a stagnant place. And because of that, you're not going anywhere. And you basically, this is telling us, look, just embrace it. Okay? You're in a holding pattern. You just don't try and force it. It's not going to help. Just embrace it. Embrace it. Allow yourself to rest. Let it be what it is, which if it's not moving, it's not moving. Okay? What needs to happen will happen. Again, more stalemate energy. Okay? You guys are really, really, really stuck by the looks of things, because the recent past, you hit a stalemate. You didn't know what to do. You were weighing the pros and the cons, unfortunately, and you got yourself stuck. Okay? You're trying to look at it from a different perspective to get yourself unstuck, but weighing pros and cons can go on forever. I know we're taught that this is how you make decisions. You weigh the pros and the cons, but when you are on your path, you don't weigh pros and cons. You know intuitively, you can feel yourself being called in a direction. And the direction, let's face it, what this person tells you is the right thing to do and what that person tells you is the right thing to do. And everybody's got different opinions. The only way to know what is right for you is to listen to your own inner guidance. And the thing is, when you listen to that inner guidance, it may be telling you to move in such a way that other people aren't quite understanding why you're moving in such a way. Okay? But if it's your journey, it's your journey. And you know why you're moving, why it feels good to you to move in this direction. Next, we have our next card in the present. Oh, it's really beating you guys up. Wounded Warrior, 9 of Wands. So you guys are ready to give up. From what it looks like, you're ready to give up. Others. Okay. Others see things falling down around you. They can see how bad things have gotten. Immediate future. This is a victory card. This is recognition. Okay, so please understand, in not very long from now, all of this negative or not moving energy, it's going to shift. It's going to shift in a big way. Something's going to shift it. And here it is. This is what's shifting it. The Ace of Wands, a brand new passionate idea. It might just be that whatever it is you're considering back here in the past and right now, I feel like you're going to scrap it. Don't take my word for it. You know what you need to do. But I feel like that might be what people are so shocked about, is something that you're feeling like you're in a rut and nothing's moving and nothing has moved for a while. And I feel like you ditch whatever it is that you were doing before and you start something new and victorious. And it brings you to this amazing new beginning, passionate new beginning, something you're really passionate about, and you start something new. Your business success is you start a new passion project. It could be a whole new business, or it could be you taking your business in a whole different direction. But whatever it is, you're passionate about it now. And I feel like it's a completely different direction than what you were going before, and it shocks the crappers out of people. But the thing is, you are so beat up. You are so tired of what you were doing. You don't know. There's no passion in where you are right now, and you're choosing to choose. You're choosing to choose, and you're not taking any of the choices that are laid out before you. You're taking a new direction, very much a new direction. Let's clarify our cards here. So your energy right now, exactly what I was just saying, you're done. See the world card? You know that this cycle is done. You're done. I'm done. If this is resonating with you, you are done. Okay? Done diddly. All right. Let's have a look here at the Two of Swords. Okay. Beautiful energy, the Empress in the recent past. You really want to grow. You have something inside of you, but where you were, you couldn't see a way toward it. This growth, it was not easy for you to see it from where you were in the recent past, unfortunately. Next, we are clarifying the Nine of Wands with the Fool card. This is you. So these are the two present energies. So this is you right now, and this is the present energy right now. You are saying, I'm done, and the present energy is going, great, start again. This is the last card of the Major Arcana. This is the first card of the Major Arcana. We're done. We're starting something new. Why? Because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm crashing up against those rocks. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so done. I just keep hearing, I'm done. I'm done. Just like throwing your hands up in the air kind of energy. I'm done. I'm done with this. And just starting something new. And it looks like it's pretty triumphant. Let's see how we clarify the Tower. All right, so everybody else is seeing everything falling down. They think that this is, they're shocked. They can't believe that you've done this. And they're now waiting to see what's going to happen next. I feel like they've got a bit of faith in you, but they're not sure. They're shocked. They never thought you would make this move. Whatever move you're making, wherever you're choosing to go, no one ever thought that you would go there. And this is pretty triumphant because it makes you a lot of money. You become the Queen of Pentacles. It puts you in a brilliant position. And this victory card isn't just victory. This is the money and the maturity. This here is the victory and the spoils and the recognition. This new direction looks great on you. And we have the Five of Wands clarifying the Ace of Wands. And I feel like this is really actually a good match, because normally the Five of Wands is conflict and it's people fighting. But this card is slightly different. This, if you can see what we're looking at here, is after the battle, we have one lone survivor who's just all of the wands are down, and he's now free to climb the mountain. Okay? This new energy is going to leave behind all of that fighting and that bickering, and I feel like it's even inwards. It's this feeling of swimming upstream, trying to just swim upstream, and then you just let it go. Let it go. Stop fighting. And a brand new beginning, new passionate beginning happens in the immediate future. And you've got that gorgeous victorious, abundant energy coming in. Let's have a look. Okay, again, freedom. Freedom. You want to get out of that cage, mental cage that you're in, okay? There's a lot of stops on your journey. This, I believe, is just the beginning. Like I said, I feel like that's just the start, and you're now going to have to climb up that mountain. But just getting to the starting line is an amazing victory. It really is. But there's so far more for you to go. There's still a long way for you to go. And you're not minding that. You're not minding that because you've got empires in mind. This is my his and her empire card. So I don't see another person in this. So this may be multiple empires. You may have multiple empires, multiple businesses. Okay, so now we're going to move on to this is our super attractor card. I'm going to read it out. When I do, I want you to go into the comments, and you can affirm this right now by going into the comments and typing it into the comments and leaving it there. And you can also write this down so that you can use this, because this is how we get there. So your affirmation is: when I surrender my will to the care of spirit and the universe, I attune my energy with an ever-present stream of well-being. Okay, so keep in mind your reading and your cards, okay, because it seems like you're in a big old stuck point. And remember, in the beginning, Spirit said, hey, embrace the void, embrace the nothingness, because I feel like that's what helps you get in touch with what it is that you are really sort of, what this victory is, because it's something very different to what you're doing now from what I can tell. It's nothing like you're just throwing like what you've done before, like away, and moving in a completely new direction. So I'm going to say it again. When I surrender my will to the care of spirit and the universe, I attune my energy with an ever-present stream of well-being. Okay, so that is your super attractor card, your affirmation. Thank you guys so much for being with me. If this resonated for you, let me know in the comments. Write down what pile that you picked and tell me that it resonated. If it didn't resonate, I don't know why you're still here, but maybe you just love me. You can write that in the comments too if you want, but mainly if you've resonated with something in particular and you want to put that in the comments too, you can do that. Otherwise, I'm going to say goodbye. And thanks for hanging out with me in this business success story. Have a good one.